Hi everyone. Very warm welcome to another session from Thoughts to Strokes by Rekha. Before I start my session, I would like to say a big thank you to all the mothers who have been in touch with me, have been contacting me, and sharing the pics that their kids have done. A big thank you for sharing your feelings and gratitude with me. It does make me very happy that the kids are having fun and they are trying out the things that we have shared in the live sessions and the recorded session. Though it has been only 3 sessions, I have got a lot of messages from all the mothers. Sharing their pics. Unfortunately, before I shared the pics in the Facebook page, that is on my page, Thoughts to Strokes by Rekha. After that, also, I received a lot of pics. The next time, I would suggest that you could share your pics in the same stream of page or the link that we have uploaded the live video or the recorded session. In the same comment section, you could share the pics. Why I would suggest this is, if the other mothers are seeing it or the other kids are looking at it, they would also get encouraged looking at each other's work. So it's a nice way to share your works there. Okay, so having said that, now what do we have in today's session? Is a nice technique to make a lot of wonderful things and use it in different ways. So I will try to tell you as many ways as possible. Okay, so this is a simple pour and spread technique, and you can see here that you can make lovely shaded motifs with it, and you could use it in many ways. Like now the creativity is the limit for you. You can use it to decorate, make wall hangings, make some chimes, make greeting cards, make bookmarks. Like I said, there's no limit. You can use it any which ways you want. And most importantly, if we try to make such colorful motifs in the regular way, that is, use a color pencil or use a sketch or paints and paint it with a brush, it does take a lot of time. See the kind of shades that are created here, and this we are going to do in a very short span of time, just in a jiffy, and you will get a lots of motifs like this. Okay, so now quickly let's start. So before I move on to these motifs, I would like to show you with the same technique how to make a beautiful rainbow. Okay, so for this you will need some acrylic colors. If you don't have acrylic colors, you can use any pour paints that you have or any poster colors that you have. Watercolors, you cannot use them. I mean, this technique wouldn't be favorable with the watercolors. Any other liquid medium of colors would suffice for this technique. Okay. So now very quickly I will show you how to make a rainbow. Now, while making a rainbow, you could teach your kid the colors in the rainbow, the order in which these colors appear in the rainbow. Then you could let them, hand over the colors to you one after the other, teaching them the order of the colors. So it's the violet, then the indigo, because Akshaj, my little one, loves doing that. Then blue. So you just are going to pour it one after the other, okay? Nothing else to be done. So if your kid is a little old, they can pour it themselves. looking at this video. But if they are a little younger, then you could help them with pouring the colors, and they could spread it. Okay. Then take green. Then we take yellow. Oops, that's okay. Yellow. And another very important thing is whenever you're working or introducing your kid to something new, just make sure that you're not very result oriented, like how beautiful the output is, or how what they are making, whether they are doing following the instructions or not. The most important thing is whether they are having fun or not, and whether they are trying to do it again and again or not. And once they get the hang of it, they will always like to try it on their own. And my suggestion would be to please leave them and let them try it on their own, whatever you introduce them to. And don't be very result oriented or output oriented when you're teaching them something new. So it does take a lot of time for them to get a hang of any technique, whether it is very, even if it is very, very simple. Okay. So so you can see that, my little one has made so many rainbows. So once I taught him, he was very intrigued by this, and he kept on doing it. And I had to tell him that, Akshay, let's make something else. Okay. So you should just let them be on their own, and but be along, and enjoy what they are doing, enjoy what they are discovering along with them. Okay. So once you have poured the paints, you can quickly take your cardboard piece. Okay. So I have taken this from a carton box. Okay. So the important thing is, like, if we cut the cartons with the scissor, like you can see, it might not be leveled enough. So I would suggest you to always take a leveled side of the cardboard that you're using. You can use a milk carton box cardboard, or any cardboard for that matter, but it has to be a little stable enough, not very wavy, and it has to be a little stable enough so that when you're spreading it across, the cardboard is not hindering your orientation of the spread. Okay. So let's start. So what we are going to do is, we are just going to place our cardboard here like this, and I'm putting the edge next to the red color. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to hold the paper with the left hand, and just going to spread it across. Okay. Can you see that I've already tilted my cardboard a little? Okay. So as you go along, just keep tilting it, but don't try not to lift the cardboard. Okay. So can you see such nice spread of colors? Okay. Don't lift your cardboard. Stay along, stay along, stay along, stay along, and keep tilting. Keep tilting it. Keep tilting it. So the first time your kid is doing, please help them with holding the paper and the cardboard, and keep telling them not to lift the cardboard, and see how beautiful the rainbow has come out. Okay. So even if you do it with your normal paint brush, it won't give such an effect. Okay. Now, because I had some serrations in these cardboard, you can see this pattern that has appeared. So you can also do this technique with any serrated thing, or if you use a scale, You can also use a scale to make this pattern. That would give a complete clean look. Okay, so maybe I will show you one with the scale as well. Okay, so now such beautiful rainbow is ready in just a matter of 2 minutes. So if you sit and color it, it would take so long. Okay, now you can use this beautiful rainbow to decorate your room. Okay, now the question is, what do we do with this color? Because we need, when we pour paint, obviously there's going to be a lot of color that is left over. And can you see the kind of the shades that are created? So just take a plain piece of paper, okay, and just go on spreading it. Okay, and you can use this for any purpose later on. I just spread it like this. Okay, and I will tell you what all you can do with this. You might feel that what exactly shabby looking paper this is, but there are amazing things you could do with this. Okay, now I have not followed any orientation, any specific direction here, because obviously the kids are not going to follow that. So I have shown you the as much shabbier version as possible. Okay, so now I will let it dry and we will come back to it again. Okay, now I will show you the same technique how you can use to make colorful motifs, like I showed you the flower motifs earlier, like these. Okay, so what you can do is, before pouring the color, you can make such motifs, colorful motifs. So here I have used butterflies. So earlier I have done flowers, I have done leaves. So whenever your kid is ready to use this technique and play around, make some sheets ready, and you can make anything that they like. You know, if they like butterflies, they like birds, they like fruits, vegetables, anything. And if you're making fruits and vegetables, definitely you could decide the colors or the shades that you want to use. But if you're using a general things like flowers, leaves, and like butterflies or birds, something like that, the colors can be their choice. It can be as random as possible, and they create lovely shades. Okay, so now I will quickly show you two different shades here. So we will take a lovely orange. So I will just put it in the beginning of the sheet. Then you have green. I'm giving it a nice spread. Then you take blue. So I am choosing my colors very randomly. There's no specific pattern that I'm using. Okay, a red, little yellow splash. I'm almost out of my colors now, because all my kid and I have been doing is just painting throughout the winter. And the moment the spring was starting, the lockdown started. So we have been painting and painting. Amma. So once we have these all the colors of your choice that you have poured, just take your cardboard again and spread it like this. So probably I would consider only these first, and again give a tilt and spread it. Can you see how beautiful pattern it creates, the shade that it creates? Okay, and in a jiffy you have colored all the butterflies. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to stay put these colors and then do this. Okay, let's see what happens. See this? See this? Lovely colorful butterflies are ready just in a matter of 1 minute. Okay, so now you can use these motifs, whatever motifs that you create, and make lovely decorations for your kids' room. Okay, so now very quickly I will show you something like a greeting card that you can make with this thing. Okay, and we will see what we can create. Okay, so I have taken a simple paper. You can take anything that you want. Like if you have the greeting card already, the plain greeting cards that are available in the craft stores, you can use that. Then if you have a chart paper, you can use that. I have just taken a normal paper to show it to you. Okay, so those of you who have normal paper, please do use the same. Please ignore the the splashes of colors on my hands. So that's what you're going to see on your kids' hands when they work with these. Okay, so don't be worried. It's all washable, and it's not as messy as you think so. Okay. So I had made these motifs earlier. So I would quickly show you. These are not very tough, like I showed you with the butterflies just now. In a jiffy, you will be able to make all these things, okay? And I have not taken any great shapes that, people can't make it. Okay, these are just leaves, flowers, butterflies. Okay, and don't worry about the shapes or the symmetry or whatever, because however you draw, the shades that are created will do the magic. Okay, so don't be bothered about how symmetrical it is or whether it is symmetrical or not, what is the shape and all that. Okay, and encourage your kids to do all the steps by themselves. Okay, so now we are going to take little glue stick and create the magic with all the motifs that we have created. So here we are making, like I said, a little greeting card. So I will tell you all the things, little knickknacks that you can do to make it a little more special. Okay, not just sticking, but you can do a little more. And I'm going to tell you, keeping in mind the age group of less than 5 years. Okay, so I'm not going to give you any great suggestions. So such lovely shaded leaf on the top of the greeting card is ready. Okay, now what you can do is take these little flowers and just stick them in the center. Okay, not completely, but just in the center. Okay, so we will see what it looks like. Okay, like this. Maybe you can position it like this. Okay, and now these leaves, make sure you're not using your glue stick on the greeting card. Okay, just below the flower to give that effect. Okay, another leaf and paste it. And can you see that all this is not taking much of time? Okay, once you have your motifs ready, and which also didn't take much of time, so just I'm applying the glue only on um, the twig of the leaf, not on the entire leaf. Okay, just stick it, just stick it. So when I learned this technique, basically this was just a pour and spread technique that we usually use in our acrylic paintings. Okay, so I always try to experiment and do something interesting, for to have fun with Akshaj. Okay, because if I tell him to do the same thing again and again, he might not be interested. But the same thing, I can use it in a different way to make him interested in it. So we had basically tried to make this type of a greeting card for his cousin, which was sent across. Otherwise, I would have shown it to you. So now we have just pasted. Can you see the kind of lovely effect it gives? Now I will just quickly close the greeting card. Okay, and serrate this, press these edges properly. Okay, so now when you open it, it nicely gives that pop-up effect. Okay, now what you can do here is, why we have left these leaves like this, is you can write your messages like a surprise. So when they open each of these leaves, they will find a nice message across. So just instead of writing your messages here in the open, you can use these motifs and write the messages under the motifs. Okay, just to make it a little more interesting, and you can use different colors. So because it is going to be, we have Mother's Day coming out, so I am going to write messages for the mother. Okay, so you are a super mom. Okay, then take another color and I love you. And believe me, these are very, very simple things that can make their friends, their teachers very, very happy. And we have not taken or done much of the effort to make this greeting card, and it doesn't look like very simple and just a normal greeting card. It has got some pomp to it. So not much time and a lot of fun. I'm writing just small messages which the children can understand. Okay. Okay, and in the free space you could just write your Happy Mother's Day. Okay, I think I have to choose another one. Just right. Yes. That's it. You are ready to go. Okay, so with these little motifs, it created such a nice effect to a greeting card. The same way you can use these things to make a wall hanging. You can just stick these onto a string and hang it in like a wall hanging. It gives a lovely effect to the room as well. And one another thing which I tried with Akshaj, I will quickly show it to you how you can do that. Okay. So what we did was we used this art to for a little bit of learning activities. Okay. So what we did was I will just move it across. And if you do it on a proper thick based paper like a chart paper, it does stay for a long and it also gives a much better effect. Okay. So I am using, as I do have the chart papers and a greeting card available, but in the videos, I am actually trying to use as minimalistic things as possible so as to make the kids, look very similar to their artwork looks similar to mine, because last time even a mother appreciated my using the color pencils, because whenever it's just that the kids always love doing the way the teachers do it. Okay, so if I use a better paper or a better pen, they might feel a little left out or out of resources, so I don't want them to feel that way. So what I did with my kid was, you can just take these motifs, and here, because I have leaves, I'm going to show you the example of the leaf. So you can just write your alphabets on this and make them learn spellings. Okay, so how do we do that? So you can just write L E A F. Okay, so now the same way you can have your flowers or whatever spellings or words that you want them to learn, especially the names, the spellings of the fruits and vegetables. What you can do is you can take the same motif and select the number, or a number as the number that would indicate the alphabets of the particular word. So for example, it is leaf. Leaf has four letters, LEAF. So we would take four leaves like this and club everything and ask them to sort it as per the spellings. So this way they will learn the spellings in a arty way. Okay, so this is the way we have started doing it, because the three-letter words and the four-letter words he has already picked up himself. I didn't have to do much. So the six-letter words and the five-letter words are the ones which I'm trying to make this. When my scrapbook is completely ready, maybe I will show it to you so that you get the ideas about the words and the motif that you have to use. So for now, you could, if you can build it upon by yourself, you can. But probably I will do another video on this for all your benefit. Okay. So we made a beautiful rainbow. Okay, and these colorful shaded butterflies. We saw how to use it to learn spellings. I also told you how to make a wall hanging and our beautiful greeting card. So these are the ways you can use your pouring and spreading technique and have fun with your kids. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed the session. I hope this helps in having fun with your kids. Do share your thoughts, your feedback, and do let me know if you're enjoying the videos. And also, you can write in your feedback as part of the recommendations and reviews part. Section of my FB page, that is Thoughts to Strokes by Rekha. I would really appreciate to listen and hear from you. Any suggestions, any thoughts from you are more than welcome. So hopefully the kids had fun, and those of you who were watching the video, and if you only the parents were watching, then I hope you have fun doing this activity with your kid. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching.